Hi there.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Sandip Kumar.
Sandip Kumar? Is that correct?
Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear
Yeah.
you, ma'am.
Perfect. Did I say it right? Is it Sandeep Kumar?
Kumar Bansford.
Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
hear you, ma'am.
perfect. Perfect. And where are you from, Sandeep?
Yeah, I am from India.
India. Amazing. And what brings you to Cambly? What's your goal on Cambly?
Yeah, I basically my problem is while I talking, I feel nervous and I hesitate. So and I actually this is my third class
Third
of the
class.
third class. Before third class, I've never been to Cambly. Never been
Ah,
to log in Cambly. You are my third native speaker.
oh, this is your first class?
No. This is not. This
No,
is my
sorry.
third class. Third.
Third.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
you are the first lady native speaker.
yeah, amazing. Well, I'm honored to be the first. But yeah, you're exactly correct with it's hard to speak English, especially if you're learning
Yeah.
as a second language. It's nervous. You get nervous, you get shy, your confidence has to be built,
Yeah.
definitely. So
Yeah.
don't worry
I
about that.
yeah. I face lots of difficulties. Just like when I talk to speak when I want to speak, what doesn't come in my mind.
Yeah, it's so common, honestly, Sandeep. Don't be disheartened that you feel like you're not as confident as you want to be because it takes time and it will happen with the more practice that you have.
Yeah.
Did you request the lesson plan on foods you love? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Correct. This is a good conversation, I think, to have. It's got some discussion practice. So that's part two is speaking practice, where we have a conversation about what foods you like and what foods you want to eat. There is also grammar practice in this lesson as well, which is the words would like. And then the first part is some vocab. So we talk about categories of food and names of foods. Now,
Mhm.
for vocab, Sandeep, you might already know most of the vocab. They do
Yeah.
keep it basic in this lesson, and that's okay. If you already know them, I can skip by and we can do some extra speaking practice
Yeah,
rather
ma'am.
than me rather than me explain all of the words and probably bore you, especially if you already know them.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yeah.
for the warm up, it says just to warm up, briefly discuss the following questions. So number one is, I guess this is either a very easy question or a very hard question. For me, it's a hard question because I like so many different types of food. It's hard to choose one. But
Yes,
what
ma'am.
is your favorite food?
Yeah, this thing also happened with me, ma'am. Because I also like all type of food, but
Yeah.
basically I like mutton,
Yeah,
meat.
yeah, meat. Yeah, definitely. What
Yeah,
about I don't know if this is an Indian food, but I really like what are they called again? They're fried pakora.
pakora,
Yeah,
pakora,
I
ma'am.
yeah,
Pakora.
pakora. Yeah, I think that's
Do you like
maybe
it,
yeah, I love it. I think it's possibly my favorite food.
ma'am? Actually, where are you from, ma'am?
I'm from Scotland.
Scotland.
Yeah, in the UK.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
But
you
but
like?
we have oh sorry, you go.
Yeah. First you complete, then I will
Yeah, I
start.
was just I was just saying that we have a lot of Indian restaurants in Scotland. There's a lot of families that possibly have
Oh,
grandparents that are from India. So the best part about Scotland is that we have some really good Indian restaurants. And I think that's why now possibly if I had to choose one cuisine to eat for the rest of my life, it would be Indian food.
yeah. Then you also, I think, then you also hear about chaat. Have you heard chaat?
Yeah? Yes, I know what you mean. Yes.
This is also my favorite all time. Just like pakora, chaat, or every different kind. They are all spices food.
Yes, yes. That's why I think I like spicy food. That's probably my favorite type.
Yeah,
Uh,
I
I
also.
love I love sweet food as well. I love desserts as well. Any food really, and I'm there. I love food. What about, do you like to cook, Sandeep? So for
No, ma'am,
question
I
two, what
never.
is your favorite meal to
No,
do? No,
no, ma'am, I
never.
never been to a kitchen. I never. I always used to go kitchen for eating food, not for cooking food.
Yes, I feel the same. I never cook. I'm not good at cooking. I'm one of those people that likes to eat food when it's cooked by someone else. But if I make it, it's normally terrible.
Yeah, it also it was a very exhaustible job, ma'am, for me. Exhausting
Yeah,
job
it's
for me.
yeah. It's also it's like it's kind of overwhelming to cook. I get really stressed out if I'm cooking a meal for more than myself. I can cook for myself, but if I have to cook for maybe two, three people, I will start to get really stressed.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Beautiful.
then the last question, I guess maybe we've answered this, but it's what is the most popular food in your country?
Actually, ma'am, this is very tough question for my country
Yeah,
because in my country, if you know that in my country there is a lots of states, 28 states.
yeah,
India has 28 states, so every state has their own main food. Just like
yeah,
in Bihar, there is a litti chokha. Litti chokha, if you hear litti, have
yeah.
you heard? Yeah. Then
I think,
if you
yeah, I think I've heard of that.
yeah, if you go in north in Bihar, Bihar is situated at the northeast part of India, and in north part of India, in Punjabi they use makke rot makke di roti or sarso da saag. I don't know bread with bread, and if
Yeah,
we, I, I think you heard about this before, and
yeah. Is it naan bread? Do we call it naan bread? Is that right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. And in Bengal, have you heard about West Bengal? People use rasgulla for it's a desert food, but in a common and many states that's like idli, sambar, dosa. All state I'm not going. If I take one by one, then it takes a whole day. So,
Yeah,
yeah, so
yeah. So
generally
there's such a wide range.
yeah, very wide range. So generally people people would like to eat rice, pulses or vegetable. In vegetable, lot of kind of vegetable, just like cauliflower vegetable, cabbage vegetable, uh, and people also like to eat salad,
Yeah, that's
mixture of
great. It sounds very healthy.
and just like in salad people use concubine.
Yeah, cocoa beans. Did you say
Cocoa beans, yeah, cocoa beans,
beans? Yeah,
and onion. They also use onion. They also use carrot, and every people has own choice.
yeah.
And they
But
use spices, just like spices flavor. They also pour in the spices flavor. Then
yeah,
it makes it very delicious.
it sounds perfect. I think spices is really what helps to
Yeah,
make a meal good. You have to
yes,
add a lot.
yes. It enhances the flavor
Yeah,
of
it's
the
it's
salad.
great. Yeah, perfect. That sounds amazing. It's making me hungry.
Yes.
So what about vocab review? Is there any of these words you don't know, Sandeep?
Mm, ma'am, just like rice, yeah. I will introduce all of this. Ma'am,
Yeah,
eh, beef, BWF.
the this one?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Second
beef.
row, second row, first column, BWF.
BW. Which is it? Beef? Sorry, you don't know beef?
Ma'am, I think is what kind of meat, ma'am? This
Oh, so beef is like just any type of red meat.
that meat
Yeah, so comes from beef comes from cows, if that makes
cow.
sense. Yeah.
Because ma'am, in our India, ma'am, we respect cow and we sow. in the name of mother.
Yes, I heard that in India you guys don't eat beef.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah,
that makes sense why you maybe don't know it. So don't worry
yeah,
about that one. You'll find, Sandeep, that if you're ever talking in English about food, maybe that could be a conversation you could have with people, how the cow is sacred in India and you don't eat beef. That's a great conversation to have because it's different elsewhere in the world. We do. I actually don't like to eat beef, but that's not because of for any reason. It's just I don't like the taste of red meat. It's not really I don't like anything that's too strong of a meat taste. And cow is just yeah, it's not the best.
no, ma'am. Yeah,
What
and
about
then
do you guys still eat cheese if that's from a cow?
no, I don't know, ma'am, because I
You
never
don't know.
cheese, cheese, ma'am.
Cheese. Yeah,
Yeah,
can you
yeah,
still eat cheese?
yes, ma'am. Yeah, yeah. In India, it's said to paneer. Paneer,
Yeah.
paneer. Have you? I think you heard paneer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We do that. Mhm.
So this slide is just saying that a meal is the food that you eat at breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So we can say my favorite meal is, and then you can name whatever meal you like. But on the next slide, it says we'll read a short passage about the meal that you see on the left. And it's asking, do you know what it's called and what foods do you see?
On the next slide, we will read a short passage about on the left. I mean, it's a burger. Is it a
Yeah,
burger?
it looks like a burger. This actually, I will skip to the next slide. This meal I've never heard of before, but they call it a cheesesteak sandwich. I'm guessing it's a very popular meal, possibly in America.
Maybe.
We don't really eat it in the UK.
I I never I never I never eat cheese or I never cheese stick or the burger because I don't like it actually.
Yeah, yeah. So
Uh,
for Amy, it just says her favorite meal of the day is lunch. Her favorite thing to eat for lunch is a cheesesteak sandwich. It has beef, onions, peppers, bread. There is cheese on the meat and vegetables, and she says it's delicious. Now, what I'll do, I know we only have 2 minutes left, but let's skip by this one because I guess we've answered it about your favorite meal. But what
yeah,
about
yeah,
how
yeah. Just
often do you eat your favorite meal?
I think once a week.
Once a week. Yeah, me too, I think. Yeah,
Yeah,
if I eat my favorite meal too often, I think I would get a little bit sick of it. Like I wouldn't want to eat it anymore.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because my meat is a very not it is not light food. It is a very weighted food, which I
Yeah.
know this kind. That why I take once a week or sometime two once a week or two times in a month.
Yeah, that's a good rule to go by. That sounds perfect to have it twice a month or once a week.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it increase our fat and maybe people suffer in future. I maybe suffer some kind of disease, just like mm, diabetes.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I most of my favorite foods are so unhealthy. So if I eat them too often, I think yeah, I would become really sick. Or I would possibly, one of my favorite foods is chocolate. And if I ate that every day, my teeth would suffer. They would not be nice.
Yeah, I also like, but uh, I didn't eat. I do not eat chocolate lots of.
Yeah, that's good that you don't because I have to sometimes stop myself or I would eat chocolate all the time. It's just I don't know what it is. I think it's all the sugar. It gives me
Yeah,
almost like a sugar rush. It's like drinking a cup of coffee, I guess.
ma'am.
What I'm going
Actually,
to
I
do, Sandy, is I'm
yeah,
just going to put in what slide we got to, just so you know, for next time. I know we won't have time to finish all of the slides,
yes, yes,
but if you want next time with a tutor or myself, you could start on slide 8 and they could continue the rest of the lesson with you.
yes, yes, ma'am. Yes,
Perfect.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I see that time is going on
Running
and
out. Yeah.
first second level. So, ma'am,
Yeah. But
honestly, I want to say you, ma'am, that Nice to see you and nice to meet you, ma'am.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to meet you, Sandeep, and thanks so much for talking to me. Have a nice
Thank you.
weekend. I'll see you
Great to meet
soon.
you, ma'am. Thank
Nice
you,
to
ma'am.
meet you. Take care. Bye. Bye.